Okay, hi Ines. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi.
So first of all, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your side business?
Okay, so basically, I started in January 2018, and I started with an Instagram to share my passion about fitness and plant-based nutrition. So I thought I would just start a little project. I was not thinking about making money or anything, but quickly I saw that I was not happy in my day job, like as a marketing coordinator, and I really wanted to make a living off my passion. And so this is why I decided to read more about how to create an online business and how to make it successful. And I got a bit overwhelmed with all the information out there, and I read a book and that was saying that you need a coach in your life. You want to go get things done faster and better, and so that's why I decided to hire you. I already hired another coach before. He helped me a little bit, but then I didn't see me grow fast enough with him. So that's why when I saw your offer and how you were building your own business, that I realized I really wanted to have the same kind of business as you, because you managed to build this on the side while having a full-time job, and that was exactly my case. So I could definitely see completely myself in you, and that's why I decided to be coached with you, by you. Sorry.
Oh, incredible. Thank you for sharing that. I feel very blessed that you found me. You've been amazing, and seeing your growth has just been so inspiring, and I'm so proud of you. And so I want to hear more about your experience in the program, but first I just also love to hear a little bit about your mission and your work and what you empower women to do, because I think it's just great.
Okay, so my goal is really to, like you said, like empower women and show them that it is possible to feel good in your own body. And whether you're a bit overweight or too skinny, everybody has some defaults, but it's all about how you perceive them. And if you are good in your own body, then you just live a better life. And I can help you reach those little goals. I can help you gain strength or lose a little bit of fat so that you feel even better in your own skin, and while having fun, because I've done this myself, and I went through the struggle of not liking myself and waiting me on the scale, and seeing the number that was on it, and not that was not creating joy in me, absolutely the opposite. And so I went through the process, and I finally found out how I could achieve my goals, and I finally be happy in my own body. So I decided I would just help as many women as possible, because everybody deserves to feel good every single day and to live their best life. So this is a big part of it. Like, lifestyle is so important, and I see you two have an amazing lifestyle, and because of it you've been able to like wake up super early, also do a side business and still work out. So it's possible for everybody to have this. You just need a little structure. So I'm here to have this woman that needs that.
I love that. Thank you for sharing your own story and all of that inspiration behind it, because it's just a beautiful purpose. Awesome. Okay, so I know you mentioned a little bit about being interested in the program because you were interested in creating an online business, and you particularly liked that I was able to do this around my 9-to-5 job, and you wanted to do that too. So was there anything else about it that you thought was going to be, different than some of the other programs out there, or what made you decide that this is what was going to be the one for you?
Because I saw that it was like a pretty extensive program, like 10 weeks. And so I knew there would be a lot of content coming in, and that I would have time to implement it also. And when I saw the first model, like, I saw that you were focusing on mindset, and I knew how important that is in this journey when you're starting a business by yourself, like alone, how important it is. And so from the get-go, I knew that was like the program for me, because you were just asking the questions in the right way. I don't know, like you, and I knew this, the model that I received would work for any business, not just me. I knew other girls who were in the program, it would work for them too, because it's like you make people reflect on their own thoughts and ideas, and thanks to your questions, you bring what's inside of us that we don't even suspect is, and help us like just find our answer ourselves. So
Oh, thank you so much. Good. I'm so glad to hear that you had that experience with it. I totally agree. Mindset is the foundation to it all. I don't think that you can, I personally don't even think you can have a successful business if you don't have the mindset foundation in place. So I'm so happy you like that. And so what were some of your favorite things that you learned throughout the program? What is different about your side hustle now that maybe you didn't have before? What sort of transformations did you see?
So what I liked is that every single week we had things to do and actually implement. And so, for example, I always thought that I would do a website one day, but then I had no deadline. And because of your program, and that's what I was looking for when I'm being coached, is like a to-do list and some deadlines. And like this, I know I can push myself and achieve those things way faster than if I were to be alone doing them. And I really like the fact that you explained to us exactly from zero, like from A to Z, how to build the entire thing, and that it came slowly, like one model after the other. I could see the big picture and overall like business evolving, and how it would be behind the scene, because I was seeing how you were doing it, because I was analyzing how you are developing your business, but then I got to see on the other side and how you were actually managing to do all that. So yeah, and the fact that there were like different models, for example, Pinterest, I would have never suspected that that was something I should be exploring. So I learned a lot. I cannot say even a lot is not enough.
Oh, oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I know what you're going through. Sometimes no matter how many like free things you download or emails you sign up for,
Yeah.
it's not the same as having it really like shown to you and the curtain pulled behind you. And I
Yeah.
really need to do that for you guys because I want the success, I want you to be as successful as possible. So I'm glad you found that. Awesome. And so do you have a favorite part of the program or something that you didn't expect or just something that really excited you every time that you were interacting with it?
Well, just receiving like the model on one day got me excited for the week every time, and the calls, of course, were a very good time. I was like taking every chance I had to ask all the questions. You saw that, so I
I'm the
was like,
same way.
so I was like listing questions throughout the week while I was doing the middle module, and for being able to ask you all of my questions during the call. And I thought it was very important to have these calls because you were giving us even more information than there were in the model that I was not even expecting, and having like your personal stories linked to it also. And yeah, like the calls were a big highlights of it, and I was really happy to join them every single time.
Yeah, you asked great questions. So you felt a big difference between if I would have just sort of given you the information and you had to do it on your own. You really liked that we had the weekly check-ins and the personalized element to it.
Yeah, and also the Facebook group, because we were able to ask any question in there, and most of the time you were like answering even better than what I was expecting, with like an actual video on like how to do some technical stuff. And that was, I think, really important, because some of the technical stuff you cannot just like talk them through, like it's just too long or too complicated, and sometimes written is just not the same. Sometimes the website changes, so with a good old like screenshot like video, it's the best. And that's what you provided us, and like sometimes even like in an hour or two, and that was amazing. Like you were so like responding very quickly to our questions, so I was not stuck for days, for example. That never happened, so I really
Good,
liked it.
good. I'm glad.
Mm.
And so I know sometimes people think that if they join a group program, they're nervous that they're not going to get their own personalized attention or their own questions answered, but you didn't find that was the case for this. You felt like you had your personalized support.
I was afraid of that at the beginning, and I can say now that I've been through it that it was not the case. And if you are proactive and if you ask the questions you have, then you'll get the answers. Like there is absolutely no problem throughout the Facebook group or during the calls or even private messages. So
Right, good. And did you also end up really liking being in a community and learning from these other women as well?
yeah, it was really nice to see other projects and other girls like working on different projects, and but having the same drive and the same passion for their own projects. So it's very good and important, I think, to be surrounded with the community, because alone you cannot do as much as when surrounded with like other like-minded people that have actually the same goal as you. So
Yeah.
no, I really enjoyed it.
Good. And we had such a great group. Everyone was so encouraging, and
Yeah,
it's a really positive place.
so supportive. Yeah.
Good. And so if someone was watching this and they're kind of on the fence, and they're not really sure if this would be right for them, or if they're just a little bit nervous, do you have any advice you'd give them, or what you would have told yourself, 3 months ago?
Go for it. No, don't hesitate. Like, it can be scary to buy online without knowing the person. I was in that place, and sometimes, like, I had in my gut, I knew that was a calling. Like, I knew that was the right thing I had to do, and I just did it. And once I paid, I was like, what if it's a scam? Or but no, it is not a scam.
And now you do know me. We just had lunch in New York City.
Yes, she's a real person. And no, definitely go for it, because I've never seen like such a passionate and driven person as you, and being so successful. Like, it's so inspiring, and you have so much to offer, and that's like a blessing for anybody who finds you on the internet. They should have like a coaching by you, because you're the best.
Oh, thank you so much. That was so sweet. And I feel the same way about you. What you did was absolutely amazing. It was a complete joy to have you in there. And I know that this isn't going to be the end of us together. And so thank you for sharing this with anyone who ends up watching it and is in that same situation. I know they're going to find your encouragement hugely helpful. And I saw how wonderfully you did. I saw how much progress you made. I saw how hard you worked. And so do you have any of your own personal advice to give to people that are maybe just wanting to start a side hustle, or wanting to make sure they get the most out of this? Because I know that you are such a high performer. And so what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
That's in the first model, actually. But what keeps me motivated is that I have a strong why and a strong goal. Like, I know I'm not going to be happy and by doing the marketing job and working for other people my entire life. So either I take action now, or I just end up doing what I don't like and can be sorry for myself, but this is not going to take me anywhere. So when there are those like downtime, sometimes it's going to be difficult. You need to put a lot of hard work, and sometimes it's going to go up and down. And this is like the entrepreneurial journey for everybody. And I've hit a low pretty recently, but I need to remember why I'm doing this and the passion that is behind it, and trying to focus on doing like something that you really like at the present moment when you're feeling low, even if it's not helping you getting clients or anything, but just to put the joy back at it, and just start and keep pushing, because you create your future, and so nobody is going to do it for you. So might as well do it now and be coached to make it all way faster.
Awesome. Well, so much wisdom there. So know your why. That's a great one. Know that no one's here to save you. You get to build your own future. It's going to be up to you. That's hugely important. And know why you want to get up in the morning. And yes, entrepreneurship is a roller coaster. There's going to be ups and downs, but it's a lot more fun to have ups and downs than to just stay the same the whole time. Yeah. So remembering that. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ines. As always, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for sharing your story. And I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.